All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the Morning Arcade Show, the only morning gaming podcast where you don't need to buy the deluxe edition just to get the gaming manual. And there's the talking flower. I'm Buddy Cat, and
I'm Ashen, and this just might be my persona.
Nice. You know, I was going to ask you what you've been up to, but I guarantee you were just watching the Nintendo Direct.
Unfortunately, I missed the Nintendo Direct.
Missed it?
Yeah, my wife, I had to do a bunch of catch-up this morning to kind of read through articles and try to watch the trailer as I could, because my wife's job, they bought a new building, and they're moving into that new building soon. Like, there was U-Haul trucks there this morning, so we're loading up U-Haul trucks and cleaning and just getting everything ready to go. So this morning was really busy for me. I didn't get back here till like 8:10 or something like that, so I was like trying to get all my notes and everything ready for the show.
Oh my. So are you heading over there as soon as we're done?
No. My portion for that's done. Now they have all the other logistics. I was just muscle, which
okay.
You know, it's fine.
Oops, hold on. I just realized I messed something up on the audio. That's fine. We don't need to restart or anything. All right.
Yeah, I mean, growing pains, it happens.
Yep.
So what were you up to this morning?
Well, I got up at 5:30 so I could get some stuff out of the way so that I could watch the Nintendo Direct. And, you know, I'm a Nintendo guy. I like Nintendo. I like everything. Oh, pre-show still up. Look at that. I put a new button and still did it. There we go. Maybe I just did that so that people will be like, oh, there's a pre-show. Where do I see that? And then they'll want to come watch us live instead of watch the one that we post later.
That's true.
Thank you, Lou. Lou in the chat. Shout out there for catching that.
Ruining my fun still.
I know.
Twice I was now.
Like, that was your one job, but then I'm like, wait, you're just gonna let me leave it up just to get me, but that's all right. So today, normally we go into the news right here, but we thought that it might be kind of fun instead of doing the news, because if we were going to do the news, all we were going to do is talk about all the games that were released. So instead of trying to go through and name everything and talk about everything, we thought it might be fun instead to just take turns and each do our top 5 games that we're anticipating.
Top 5? Not top 7? Uh-oh.
Well, okay, so I kind of cheated too. I have my top 5, but then I put 3 runner-ups.
Yeah, I got an honorable mention myself.
You did. We are so on the same page. Yeah. So you know what? Let's just do it. We don't have like a little song to segue us in, so we'll just jump right in. I guess I'll go first. I'm gonna save my number 1 for one reason, because I want to see if my number 1 pick is on your list, and if it is, we can talk about it together.
Perfect. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to say my number 1 right off the bat, because everybody who knows me already knows what it is, so just get it out of the way.
Okay.
But you go ahead and go first if you want.
Right. And, well, I think our number 1s might be the same, but you might have not been sure what mine was because of a few reasons, so we'll just go. I'll start with my number 5. And then when we're done, we can talk about our honorable mentions. My number 5 is Spyro the Dragon. I have a feeling this might be on your list too, but I picked this one just because we're kind of in this place where everything's looking hyper realistic. Everybody's like rushing to get like the best hair physics. Shout out to the new God of War for the hair physics. They look good. So I'm not dissing hair physics, but sometimes it's nice just to return to like the old school. I mean, that's why I still play Nintendo games and I like retro games. So whenever something classic does something new, I'm super excited to play it. I didn't play any of the Sonic games on the PlayStation, which I know sounds kind of weird, but I forget which one came out on the GameCube, and I played, there was one that came out on the Game Boy Advance, where this is kind of the era where they were doing that fake 3D thing, like Banjo-Kazooie had a game like that. Everybody's doing that, and I played the crap out of the Spyro GBA game. So I always have liked Spyro a lot, even though I haven't played, the PlayStation ones, but this got me so excited. I noticed on Steam It's on sale right now. $9.99 gets you all 3 games, all remastered. So I'm going to jump into those and report back next week. So Spyro is on my list. Which have you played Spyro? I assume you have.
Oh yeah, I've played the first 3 Spyro games, and I bought them recently on the PlayStation. So I'm eventually going to platinum those games. Those are high on my list to do because you play so many RPGs, you got to switch it up a little bit, and Spyro is perfect for that. Like these action platformers are fun.
Yeah, and it looks really good. Although I don't know if it looks much better than the remasters. I haven't played the remasters yet, but I'm excited. I know you mentioned that you were going to platinum them. I just wasn't sure if that was going to be your first playthrough or not. But
nope,
it's pretty cool.
I played through them back on the original PlayStation a long time ago, and I think I've played through them again when they released on the Vita. So the little handheld that Sony had. But that's been a while now too. So
nice.
But I remember a lot. I remember a lot of them, like run around collecting gems, rescuing dragons, doing the timed flying things. So yeah,
right,
not bad games.
And I know we're both huge Skylanders fans, which is very Spyro adjacent because the first game is Spyro's Adventure.
It's funny you mentioned Skylanders because when they very first showed the Spyro, I'm thinking Skylanders. I didn't even think Spyro first. I just first thought Skylanders.
Yeah, I was really hoping so because it said Activision, but then I kind of got to thinking. I'm pretty sure when the whole Microsoft Activision shenanigans went down the transaction, I'm pretty sure that Toys for Bob that makes the Skylanders Games to Life games, I'm pretty sure that they got sold off and they're not actually part. I'm sure Activision kept the IP, but so I don't know. There's probably some weirdness there, but my God, I would love new Skylanders. I have so many Skylanders. Skylanders is the reason why I stopped, like all the little junk behind me there. They're the reason why I pretty much stopped buying that kind of stuff because I went so nuts. I think for the first 2 games, I got almost everything you can get. I mean, there's some rare stuff you can't get. I think like Tom Brady's kid had like a personal Skylander gift for everybody at his birthday party. So there's weird stuff like that I don't have, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. But
yeah.
But yeah.
There's no way I'm going to go make friends with Tom Brady just for more Skylanders. I'll be right back.
No. Him and I had a falling out a long time ago because I was never a Patriots fan, so,
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
All right. My next game is one that I'm really excited about. Kind of once we get in the 2, 3, 4 region, these are almost in no particular order because I don't think I can really choose an order. I put this one next because I wanted to talk about it next. And that is the new Monster Hunter expansion.
Okay, this is new. I didn't think that you would put that on there. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I am so excited. In fact, my Steam library doesn't tell the whole story of like what I play the most because I also play a lot on my Xbox and I play a lot on my Switch 2 and Final Fantasy isn't tracked in there, but I was looking and this is my second most played game on Steam, Monster Hunter Wilds is.
So what do you think changed? Because when you and I first started playing Monster Hunter Wilds, it was like pulling teeth to get you in there with me. And then, we've played quite a bit together now. So I'm curious, what's really kind of captured you with this?
Well, I mean, I could probably give all kinds of reasons, but like in a nutshell, the new expansions looks like Monster Hunters visits Skylanders World. No, it's a little of that. So it kind of feels like pulling teeth to get me to play with you, but a lot of it was just like time constraints, and then when I take time off, it's hard to jump back in. But
yeah.
But I mean, I really did enjoy it, and kind of towards the end, unfortunately, we started playing the most, and I was having the most fun once I was getting to be a higher level. And some of the times, like you and Haas and I were, spanking the crap out of some. What are they? I can't remember his name. My favorite guy in there, the big bulbous guy. It's like not a chupacabra, but a something.
The Congalala? No,
I don't remember. But
the frog guy, right? The first monster you fight. Chatacabra.
Yeah, I love that guy. No, but then we all kind of fell off, and I'm sure if I was to hit you up and be like, "Hey, let's play some Monster Hunters," like even right now, you'd be like, "Yeah, let's dive in."
Oh yeah, it's still ready to go on my system. Why I don't play it much right now is because I'm at the end. There's not a lot for me to do, So I'm just waiting for the expansion before we jump back into it. So
Yeah, so I'll try to get caught up. I mean, I was at a place where I'd got through the first part where it rolls the credits, and then I was working on, like the harder ranks and stuff. But I think you're right. Once you finish everything, this is a game that you could probably play thousands of hours with friends with. If you play Monster Hunter with friends, it's, forget about it. It's also one of those games, it's a little like an MMO, in that it takes up so much of your time. It's hard to play a game like this while playing another MMO or something. But still, I'm super excited about it because I do absolutely love the world it's in. So
and the new expansion means G rank, which everybody's excited for. I mean, new gear, new powers, just Elder Dragons are confirmed. Yeah, this is going to be a fun time.
Yeah, super excited. I know that we're going to be playing that together. So factor alone kind of, like, if it was number like 8 or 9, the fact that we're going to play it together bumps it up into the top 5.
That just means we have to put time away to get you through the second story, so that way you're ready for the expansion.
Yeah, which is crazy because I looked and I have close to 70 hours in it, and the fact that I haven't finished the game yet is pretty crazy. But you know what? I'm kind of slow in that game because what happens to me is, like, I log on for an hour or two and I don't progress the story. I just jump in. I'm like, I want to go hunt monsters.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what the game's about. So that's probably an okay way to play that game. Next up, I have I put Guild Wars 3.
Oh.
If it was just another MMO or just another Guild Wars, I don't know. I kind of went back and forth throwing this one into my list. I'm mostly super excited about it because it looks like they're going to do something new. It's got more of like an action RPG vibe, which is kind of what they tried to do when Guild Wars 2 launched. I remember it was kind of a big deal because flying was different. I don't think it might not have had flying when it launched, but the combat was known to be more kind of action-like, so it kind of stirred things up. And so I'm thinking they're saying it's the next evolution of MMOs, and I think if anyone's going to do it, it's probably Guild Wars, because a lot of companies, it takes a lot of money to make an MMO. And so a lot of companies don't want to try it. And then the ones that are already out there are so old, they just look like old MMOs. So it's kind of a high risk to make a modern MMO, but I think Guild Wars could be the company to do it.
Especially if they nail exploration. If they can, because that's the one thing a lot of MMOs are lacking at the moment. So if Guild Wars 3 can nail that, they're in a sweet spot.
Well, I think Guild Wars does one of the best jobs at that. I can't compare it to Warcraft because I haven't played Warcraft in 15 years, but like, to compare to Final Fantasy XIV, it's like light years ahead for exploration, because Guild Wars 2 is one of those games when you're running around, like, you might walk behind a tree and like find something that you didn't know existed, and you'll even get like rewards, like, like some random vendor, just doing like world stuff, like, oh, you've got a potion that I can turn myself into a frog, and you see somebody in a major city, like, hey, what'd you do to turn into a frog? And they're like, oh, you just got to go do this quest in this area. So there's that. I got to move the talking flower. Oh my God. So I think they do a good job at exploration anyways, sometimes to the point where I get overwhelmed and don't know which direction to go. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is really good at, like, here's this kind of exploring puzzle. You beat it, and there's a vendor that sells very specific things to prove that you completed whatever task that puzzle was.
Yep. Oh, on the screen, you can see I was pointing out, I didn't have a lot to say about this game other than well, it's gone now, but it looks like you're going to be able to play as the bear character.
Oh.
So you got so like that alone, like, you could have a kind of a crappy MMO and like, oh, you can just be a big giant bear, like, ooh. Of course, people are probably like, you can be a bear in WoW. Why don't you go play WoW? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, there's lots of games you can be bears in, like Baldur's Gate 3. There's bears with risky behaviors, and then V Rising, you can be a bear. So lots of games you can be bears in.
Oh, you can be a bear in V Rising?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, maybe I need to do that. All right, let's move on. I suppose I should probably get through these a little quicker, or this is going to be like a 3-hour show, since we each have lists and runners up, and we still have what we played today, which we'll get to. Okay, so my next one is, I put Fable. I've said it before, I think this looks better than Shrek. I love everything about it. This is the game, it's not my most anticipated, It is. It's number 2 on my list, but this is the game that as of now, I just want to go get lost in this world because, like, I love fantasy worlds, and just looking at this, it just checks all of the boxes. You know, moss everywhere, green, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't even know a ton about the mechanics yet, other than, like, Fable's awesome. It looks great. I don't know if you're a Fable fan. We haven't talked about Fable, really, have we?
I thought Fable was going to be your number 1, actually. So seeing it as your number 2 is pretty interesting. Wow. Yeah, Fable is definitely a great series. I'm glad to see it back. It's got some things to live up to, so we'll see how that pans out because we don't know yet. No demo, no real gameplay, but we did see the chicken kicking. So there's hope.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and as long as, like, the very first emote you get is the fart, like, it's going to be uphill from there.
And it can't just be the normal fart. It's got to be the whole right into it, you know? Just like the other Fable. You gotta put your whole into it. You gotta be able to scare the cats with it.
You know, and this is Fable's opportunity to really make something big happen because, you know, we've had character developments or character, you know, selection screens forever, character builders where you could model your character. Pretty big deal once they upgraded and you started getting the wiener slider. This is where Fable has an opportunity to maybe make a customizable fart, so you can, like, adjust the pitch, the length, all that sort of thing.
See, now you're giving me ideas. What if you can insert your own fart in the game? You just, like, fart in the microphone and bam, it's in the game. Like,
remind me never to borrow your headset when I am when I'm visiting you. All right. On that note, so that is my top 4. I'm gonna save my top 5 because I'm 100% sure that my top anticipated one is in your list. So I thought I'd wait, and if it is, we can talk about it when you get to it. So let's hear what you got. What do you got, Ash?
So, as I said before, I'm just going to get my number 1 out of the way because everybody knows me. It's going to be Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Title drop, Revelation. Holy cow. I can't stop thinking about this. 30 crafting every little frame. And this is something I really want to talk to Buddy about, and I really want to dive deep into it, but I can't.
But you can't.
Buddy's not there yet, so it's like tearing me up inside. I have other friends I get to talk to the stuff about, which is great. But man, it is definitely going, in my household anyway, it's going to be at least a 10 playthrough game because I'm going to play through it. My son's going to play through it. My son's fiance is going to play through it. It's just, and on top of that, whenever a new Final Fantasy drops, we tend to play older Final Fantasies first to get caught up. So with this one, we're going to be playing through, you know, OG 7 again. We're going to be playing through, Rebirth, Remake, all of them, all over again before this drops. So I got a big task ahead of me with these, but luckily they're not going to be like 100%. They're just to get refreshed on the story and what's happening in it.
Well, you've already 100%ed in Platinum the OG and Rebirth and
in Crisis Core and
right. So I mean, I'm kind of in a place where, you know, I've watched the trailer. I haven't watched the detailed breakdown where you get the new playable character who can, like, morph into a monster and stuff. And, you know, I almost didn't watch it because, like you said, it can be kind of spoilery. But my brain, the way it works, I don't start theory crafting unless I like want to. So I don't know anything. Like, I should put some context here for anyone who doesn't know. I haven't played Remake and Rebirth yet. I'm currently, I'm guessing maybe getting a third or halfway. I'm about 20 some hours into the OG. I'm playing through it right now. So I do plan to be caught up before this launches. So I don't want to ruin the story, but I mean, if you've already played through these, like, you're probably thinking, like, oh my god, that's such a huge spoiler. But for me, it's like, I'm seeing some giant bad guys. I'm seeing him summoning a moon or something. I just don't know what that means. So, I don't think I'm spoiled. I'll probably have those moments where I'm like, oh my god, that's what that is. But I can't not watch it. I mean, when the Rebirth demo dropped on Switch, I played through it, and I'm like, who the hell's this Zack guy? Where'd Zack come from? I don't know who Zack is, but, you know, I'll find out eventually.
dark-haired Cloud? Where'd that come from?
That's what I was thinking. Like, I thought, when you first pop in, you're just playing. I didn't even realize it was somebody named Zach. I'm like, they must have like a character slider where you can change hairdos and stuff. I'm like, this must be like an alternate version of Cloud, but it's somebody named Zach. So I will get there.
So obviously my first 7. So now I'll go to the bottom. So my 5th most anticipated game is Fable. So Fable is both on our lists, and Fable is one of those action RPGs that they're not afraid that when you get your character and you got to set up, they're not afraid to change what that character looks like as you play through the game, whether you're good or evil. And I really love that where your actions change what your characters look like, even though you have it set up one certain way. So I'm super excited about seeing what they do around those. And it's obviously going to be multi-playthrough because you got to do the good side, you got to do the evil side, you got to do the neutral side. So it's going to be one of those long-form games. Tons of stuff to do. I'm excited for it.
One thing that I think kind of stands out is it looks like you can be a female character now, and I think that's important. I don't think it's important in every game, because if you're playing a game like, let's take God of War, for example, because that's a game where you've played as a dude, and now you're playing as a lady, and you're playing that character's story. Where like an MMO or Fable or something is where you more want to immerse yourself in the game, and you kind of see yourself through that character's eyes rather than just playing through someone else's story. So I think Fable is a game that being able to choose male or female or whatnot, is I think it's a good option, because you want to put yourself in that game. So
yeah.
I think that's going to be a nice upgrade.
Pinky in our chat says that it looks like they might have scrapped the morality changing your character's look, which, and if that happened, I'm going to be a little bit sad, because I really enjoy that aspect of the Fable series.
Oh, also in the chat, saying that you can play as a female in 2 and 3. I haven't played 2 and 3, so, but either way, it's still a nice option. I've only played 1, and I didn't play it back in the day when it came out. I had COVID, I think, like sometime last year, and was kind of stuck on my couch for a couple days, and Fable's what got me through. I'm like, you know what? And it was around the time when they announced the new one, so I'm like, I'm going to go back and play Fable. And I didn't beat it, but I played till I started feeling better a couple days. And then because it was like the remastered version, and then after that I went back and I got the non-remastered version on Steam just to see how it originally looked, because I wanted to compare them. So I kind of did a bit of a Fable deep dive. So yeah, I'm pretty excited too.
Nice. So after Fable, this changed this morning. It was different, but now and we've been getting teasers of this for a while, and we've had some trailers for it, but it's been like, I want to say 7 years now. But Kingdom Hearts 4, super excited for that. That's another one of our household staples, where we like to play a Kingdom Hearts game and then do tons of theory crafting around what the story actually is, what it actually means. And it's something that even my wife kind of gets into, because it's got all the Disney characters that she likes. So it's a fun time. So Nintendo dropping the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer was super exciting, and I actually want to go back and watch it more after this, because I only got to see the first run through of it because I didn't have enough time. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 is on there. See what's going on with Sora, seeing what's going on with, all the bad guys, because the bad guys are being up to their nefarious things again. So that'll be fun.
So you actually bumped, after watching the Nintendo Direct, you bumped right into your top 5.
Yeah, it got put in my top 5.
Nice.
Then after that one, another one that got bumped into my top 5, and
Dual
I struggled
bumpings?
with it. 2 bumpings, yeah.
2 bumps.
And this one, you talked a little bit about it, but it's Xenoblade Genesis. I'm a huge Xenoblade fan. Been playing since Xenogears, and all these Xeno games just culminate into this massive brain-melting story about philosophy and what it means to be human, I guess. And so with a new Xenoblade titled Genesis, and the theme is way different than other Xenoblade game themes. So another one I have to go back and kind of dissect the trailer for. Haven't had time to, but it's more fantasy looking.
Hmm.
really than what other Xenoblade games are. Like most of the Xenoblades are like fighting on giant creatures of some sort, or fighting mechon robots or things like that. So, or piloting giant robots, right?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this is more, I guess, medieval fantasy based.
Wonder
So,
how they're gonna do that. If there's gonna be a time travel thing and look back at like ancient stuff, or they're gonna travel somewhere. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I'm not as hip to the Xenoblade universe as you are. I've played Xenoblade 3 10, maybe 12 hours or so. I stopped playing it because it just looks bad on the Switch 2. And like, I knew they were going to announce upgrades. So I'm like, I'm just going to wait and play it. I might even start over. I don't know. Wait and play it when it comes out. But yeah, I was really enjoying it. I mean, the story was like just incredible. So that was actually on my list of runner up stuff, because
oh,
I don't know if you saw they're giving Switch Xenoblade X has the update. It's $5, Switch 2 version. They're all 1080p, 60 frames per second. But then Xenoblade 2, the upgrade comes out in October. Xenoblade 3, the upgrade comes out in December. So those are this year.
okay. Perfect, man. What a time to be a gamer. My wallet is so sad. My wallet is just, why buy food? Let's buy video games, I guess.
Yep.
um.
So
So my next one, the number two, is probably another easy pick for people who know me, and I don't know if this is going to be on your list actually, which is Persona 6,
you
and
know
we
what?
got a
Can I
very
just
briefly
cut
about
in
it.
right now
Yeah,
and say I
yeah.
knew this was going to be on here, so I have it ready to go. Not only
Oh,
do I have it
nice.
ready to go, but we should get the lick counter up.
Right? For Persona games, all the
So there wasn't much for Persona 6, so I just grabbed some footage of the Persona 4 remaster. But sorry to cut in. Go ahead. I'm done talking about licking stuff.
No, you're good. so so we didn't get a lot to revealed about Persona 6. We got like a slow zoom over tombstone as a graveyard, and then the statue, and then the title scroll. But the theme for it heavily reminds me of going back towards more darker imagery of Persona stories like Shin Megami Tensei, and Persona 3. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the new way that we get our personas out, because each Persona game has a different way of your alter ego basically getting these personas out. It's like Pokemon for me, because you collect all these monsters and stuff, but I'm not a big Pokemon fan, so I don't play a lot of those. This
Right.
is where my Pokemon kind of gets in there. So
Yeah.
that's my
Sorry.
list of games.
I've never played a Persona. I think maybe a year or two ago, I was like, oh, everyone always talks about Persona. I looked at it and I'm like, oh, this looks like a bunch of high school kids running around. But
Mhm.
it's probably more than that. So maybe I just got to get that out of my head and maybe check one out sometime. But I know it's a
The
super popular series.
the Persona games aren't for everybody, because it's more about time management than it is anything else. So you have you're right. There's high school stuff in there. You got to go to class. You got to talk to people. You got to get relations up with these people, and you only have X amount of time to do it in. So you have to get a spreadsheet and plan it all out and figure out what you need to do, right, to maximize your time. Because doing activities, talking to people, gives you more powers within the game. So
Right.
it's a very thought-inducing game, I guess I would say.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it a try. Who knows? All that time management might not work great for someone with my brain, but who knows? I know I tried Life is Strange, and I played it for a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with it. I don't want to go back to high school. I didn't get very far. So who knows? Who knows? But I'm glad it's coming out. I know a lot of people are super excited for it, whether it's my jam or not. It still looks fun. This is one of those games I could probably watch someone stream.
Oh yeah,
You know,
easily.
there's games like Metaphor Refantasio, which is coming to the Switch too, by the way. They
Mm-hmm.
announced. That's a game, I've watched some of Haz's streams and stuff, and it's a fun game to stream or watch somebody stream. I don't know if I'd pick that one up either. I don't know. They do look cool though. There's so many games to get to. It's hard to decide what makes the cut and what doesn't.
Yeah. There's definitely a theme with my list where almost all the games on there are really long games.
Yeah, you definitely like your 100+ hour JRPG
Yep.
experiences. And then
So-
you like to morph them into 1,000-hour experiences.
Yep, tend to make them longer. So, buddy, what are your honorable mentions? Let's hear them. Oh, and your number one. We didn't get that.
My number one is, of course, Final Fantasy, the third one. And I know
Whoa.
you're thinking, how could you put something on your number one that you're not even like caught up? I'm just so like in the Final Fantasy. I'm so sucked into that world right now. Like, even though I definitely consider myself a casual player. Between Final Fantasy XIV and going back and playing the OG, like I love everything about that world. I can't get enough of it. When I do sit down and play games, like my go-to the last year or so has just been like I want to go to a Final Fantasy world. So anything new, Final Fantasy, it's already going to be on the list. And there's just the fact that it looks so cool. It really looks like the game, like it kind of looks like it doesn't even matter if you're a Final Fantasy fan. It just looks like it's the game right now.
Yeah, yeah.
No
To
reason.
give some context, Buddy's been streaming the OG Final Fantasy VII, and he just pretty much got to the Golden Saucer, and he was frustrated a little bit because he didn't have enough money to play the games he wanted to play, and he seriously considered about reloading a game so he can go grind out money to play the games.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You need GP to play a game, but you can't get GP unless you win GP, or you can buy it with gil. I don't have any gil. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back out and regrind. I'm like, what? I can't leave? Oh my god! So I'm like, you know what? Barrett's right. I'm just gonna go hunt Sephiroth. He's right. Nose of the Grindstone. We're just gonna continue the story. We'll do some Golden Saucer later. Yeah. Oh my god. But you know what? I love that a game makes me feel that way. Like,
Yep.
Even though I was frustrated, if I wasn't loving the game, like I wouldn't be feeling that sort of feeling. So
Yeah, it showcases how invested you were in the game because these are things that you want to do that you couldn't do, right? And so, guaranteed, you're going to go back. You're going to go back to that Golden Saucer. You're going to be able to accomplish your mission. So,
you know what's funny?
Yeah, right.
I think out of all the stuff, the 3 remakes, I am almost like, I mean, I might not feel this way after I get there and see how cool some of the other stuff is, but I'm just so excited to see the Golden Saucer in Rebirth, because the Golden Saucer, if you're a 14 player, it's so iconic. It's something you spend so much time in. But if you're an original 7 player, you are probably the reverse excited for it in 14 because it's iconic from 7. So
yeah,
I'm super excited. So my runners up, that's kind of what you're asking.
Yep.
This one, I almost put this one on the list, and I don't know why I did. I feel like I could easily swap maybe this and Guild Wars 3 out and put it on my list. Is Clockwork Revolution. And just because of this puppet. I mean,
the little Renaissance puppet guy.
Yeah, I mean, this game, it just looks absolutely ridiculous. I love old-timey, what's the word? Like Victorian kind of stuff. Like that Lies of P vibe, which also Lies of P is coming to Switch 2. It just looks like it has a little bit of everything. I don't know what the gameplay is like, honestly. I mean, I can't tell if it's like a first-person shooter. Is this going to be like another BioShock kind of vibe, which I really like BioShock? Or if it's going to be more of like a puzzler. I mean, it looks like it could be like a point-to-click game you'd play on your iPad too. Like, so I don't know. I put that just because I'm kind of excited about what it might be, and it just looks so freaking cool. But yeah, Clockwork Revolution, runner-up. I don't know, is this something that grabs your interest at all?
Yeah, so I played through all the BioShock games, and this is very much in line with those BioShock kind of, I think more BioShock Infinite than the original BioShock, but the steampunk Victorian feel to it is awesome. I'm just not a big fan of first-person shooters, so I tend to put them way lower on my list. Get to them when I got time, and maybe do a run-through or a playthrough of them, or watch somebody play it, but it's usually not something that like I need min-maxing. I need, that little character progression in there. So it kind of depends how the leveling system, how the power of these systems work. Like BioShock 1, you had that moral dilemma where do you sacrifice the little sisters, or do you try to save the little sisters to try to figure out your power systems, right?
Right. Yeah, I think you just nailed it. Why maybe... I mean, I didn't realize this till you said it, but I think it probably would have jumped right into my top 5 if it was third person, because I'm a little bit the same way. I mean, I love, some good old classic Doom, and, I probably, I'm embarrassed to admit, have over 1,000 hours in Fortnite. I have kids. Come on, give me a break. But I'm just not a first-person shooter either. Like, when I played Oblivion, the remake, when it came out, I played 100% in third person. Like, I like seeing my character. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it still looks awesome. Let's see.
Looks good.
I also put, this is one, if I had a PlayStation 5, this might have been like up there as number 2 or 3. The new God of War. Just blew my mind. But I ain't got no PS5, so that is going to be a factor. So that kind of ruined that for me. I don't know.
Okay,
where are you on the new God of War?
I'll play it and tell you all about it. So, all the God of War games I have platinums on, every last one of them. So I'm super stoked for God of War Lafree, and we need her story. Like, it's already been hinted at tons of times. So it's kind of cool to be able to get her side and see what she actually went through, and how she's supporting her family and her realms. So and it's unique, right? It's not something that you would expect from a God of War series. Like, there's a talking sword / ribbon / gelatinous cube thing in there. Very fantasy. So I like seeing the unique things that you don't normally get to see in gaming, and I think that's one of the pros to gaming, is things that comes out of left field. You're like, wait, I didn't see that coming.
A cube.
So I'm super excited for it. Yep.
I'm excited for it, even though I don't get to play it. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll come to PC eventually. I have not played any of the God of War games, and here's why. Because I just thought they were like Viking lore and stuff. I didn't realize till watching this, because I don't have a PlayStation, so that's why I kind of haven't paid attention. You're like, oh no, there are all kinds of lore, all kinds of different stuff. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, how have I not played the God of War games? They look like they check all the boxes. So I have God of War. I got it on Steam, so I want to play through that. And maybe by a year or two, by the time I maybe play those, maybe this one will come out on PC. But the combat looks super fun. She looks super badass. And the cube, I'm excited for the cube, and you know why? The cosplay potential. I want to see people as the cosplay in the cube. Can you imagine just trying to get through the door?
We got to talk to Hazo into his cosplay and getting him to dress with a cube. Like, how amazing would that be?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Oh no!
God, his last cosplay killed me. All right, do I have any more? I put this. So I used to play Street Fighter 2 like a religion when I was younger. Now it disappeared. I've never got into any of the modern Street Fighters, just because it's hard to play more than one fighter. And I play a lot of Smash Bros, so it's hard to like go from Smash Bros, and I still play a lot of Smash Bros. Hard to also play another one. The last one that got me was Multiverses, and I put a ton of hours into Multiverses and did a lot of even like some of like the weekend events, and even like ranked up a little bit and stuff. And then they pulled the plug on it, and that put a bad taste in my mouth. So I've been hesitant to jump into a newer fighter, but this kind of has me interested. I mean, it's cool. They're bringing Tifa in. I mean, here, she's right here. I mean, that's kind of exciting, but that's not the main reason. It's just the hype around it in general. It's like, you know what? Maybe I should give it a try. And I did play the demo, which I'll talk about when we get to our what we played. But that's it. Before we get to yours, I just thought I'd mention something really quick. The Nintendo thing. You know what? Let's do your runners up first, and then I'll hit this.
Sure. So to touch on your Smash Brothers, I was on my bingo card. I thought we were going to get another Smash Brothers announcement at the Nintendo Direct, but from what I was looking at, it didn't look like we got any announcement. So
that's difficult because it's a competitive game, and you know, kind of getting people to like take away what they're doing and slide something else in its place. It's tough. They're already feeling that with Mario Kart. It's like, yeah, I think more people are probably still playing Mario Kart 8 than the new one. So that's a tough spot to be in for a company, I think, with a competitive game.
And there's a bunch of licensing they got to get through, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a big game.
It is.
So I have three honorable mentions. One of them was on your list, which obviously Spyro. Like it broke because Spyro used to be in my top five, but Nintendo Direct kind of knocked it off, and so now it's an honorable mention. Still definitely going to pick it up. Still definitely going to play it, but it'll be a little bit. I might pick it up on a sale now because I got to get through the rest of the Spyro games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, how can you not mention Spyro and not have that on some kind of list for what you're excited for,
Yeah.
And hunting the nasty Nort, come on. Then one that got bumped that wasn't on my list originally at all was God of War La Fey. That was in my top five, but because of Nintendo Direct, it got bumped out of that, and it's now an honorable mention. Really want to play it. Super excited for the story. We'll definitely pick it up. It probably won't ever go on sale just because it's a Sony exclusive thing. But
Well, it's hard to say. The God of War games, the newest ones like Ragnarok and stuff, go on sale for like half off. So who knows?
that's good. Yeah, that's good. It'll probably be years before it goes on sale, but
It probably will. Yeah.
yeah, excited for it. And then the last honorable mention I have is Final Fantasy Resonance, the 2.5 one, which we've kind of known about for a little bit, but actually seeing it and seeing it being played, part of the reasons why I got a Switch 2 was for this. So excited to play a Final Fantasy themed Octopath Traveler.
Right. I love it. Final Fantasy theme Octopath Traveler.
Yep.
It's funny you mentioned that style. It's so cool. The only thing I don't know. I don't want to make it sound like I don't like something about it, but people, every time there's like a game that people want to remaster of, like Chrono Trigger, they're always like, oh, it'd be so awesome if they did it in the Octopath Traveler style. I'm like, no, we already have a pixel version. If we want to remake an old game, let's, go big or don't, like, so I don't know. I don't think everything needs to be remastered in that style. And it's not like they're doing that. It's something I always hear. But oh my god, that style looks so cool.
Should be a good time.
Yeah,
I just hope it's not as grindy as the Octopath Traveler games can get, because they can get really grindy to the point where, like, yeah, I just don't want to play it anymore. I'm good. I don't need the story. I just don't want to grind another character up to match these characters to be able to do the story, because the problem with Octopath games is the curve for leveling is skewed.
Yeah. So. I haven't played far enough to get into how grindy it is. I played Octopath Traveler 2, I think, when it came out on Game Pass. Just because it looked kind of cool. I just wanted to see like what it was about, and it just looked fun to move around in that world. And I think you start out as like a hunter. Maybe you get a choice. I don't know. I played some like hunter girl character for a little bit, and like played like the first area where you like do like the starter area, and then you leave and go to the main world. And I think I kind of pieced out a little after getting to the main world. So maybe like 3 or 4 hours or something. But it was fun.
Yeah, not too bad. Great voice acting, great storytelling.
Yeah. Is that your list for runners up?
That is my list. Left out tons of games I wanted to put on there, and this list changed several times, right? Because the different game showcases, and it was really tough, like moving them around, like maybe here, no, maybe here. It'll probably change tomorrow, right?
Right. Yep. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll have to edit this out of the final version, but my cat just popped my door open, and so now I can hear everything going on downstairs. Yep. All right. No, I was just going to say that, there was so much stuff on the Switch thing. It kind of surprised me. I know we're not doing news stories, but it looks like the Switch is really... This was like their announcement where they're kind of like, okay, we're really going to start competing with the PlayStation and PC, because they got like just some of the things. Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out, Dragon's Dogma, Lies of P, Onimusha, just all these kind of, not first party games that are actually like pretty exciting and stuff. So I thought that was kind of neat, aside from the first player stuff, just to see how much the Switch 2 is kind of stepping up.
And another Zelda remaster for Ocarina of Time. Man, exciting stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. How did I forget about that? I was so excited about that. I actually clipped some footage of it here. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
And I'm excited about this because I haven't played all the way through Ocarina of Time. I played Majora's Mask and I played through Wind Waker, but I haven't played Ocarina of Time. So, oh my god. This should be in my runner-up.
It seems like it's a habit for Nintendo now, because I think this is the 7th remaster for Ocarina of Time. Every console they put Ocarina of Time on, which I'm not sad about. I'm super excited about it because more Ocarina of Time, and hopefully this one they put in a randomizer too, so that way instead of just like the normal quest and the master quest, you can do a randomizer run for it. Also, that would be hype.
I would almost guarantee they're not going to do that because Nintendo doesn't like messing with their lore, their stories. So it's very un-Nintendo to do that, but it would be cool. But this is the first one this is a remake, like from the ground up. It looks like instead because everything's just been a remaster. We added better graphics or up-res it. This is a full-on. This is a new game. It looks like. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and this is just the opening scene, but it looks like a full remake.
Yeah, and this is all we really got. We didn't get much else, so we have to keep our ear to the Zelda news cycle and see what else they can come up with about it.
Yep. But yeah, that I should have put that on my runner up or almost into my list. I'm super excited about that one.
I'm telling you, our lists are changing tomorrow.
Yep. Hey, hold on. I hate to do this. I'm gonna have to edit out more. My cat is going bonkers. So I make this joke. I think I make this joke like every week that my cats just sleep while I'm sitting at my computer. Every week when the podcast starts, they get like excited and want to play. Kind of breaks my heart that I can't play with them, but when they get going, like they'll start slamming stuff like into the doors and banging stuff around. So it doesn't really work too well. But you know what? Everybody loves cats, and if they don't, well, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, all right. So let's see.
On the Buddy Cat stream, everybody loves cats.
That's no way around it. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think that's kind of it for. I guess we replaced our news with that. No other news other than I guess Microsoft thinks that people need to buy a deluxe edition to get a Halo manual, but whatever. Should we move on to what we played?
Yeah, we've already spent like almost an hour of just our game list, so people are probably tired of that.
Yep. Has it been? Yeah, I guess we are getting up there. Okay, so yeah, let's cruise through this and talk about what we played. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure, I don't mind. So I got my staples still on lock, which is Wild Arms that I've been streaming every Saturday morning Pacific time, like 8 to 10 or something like that. And something's been bugging me about this game. So we went through this dungeon. And there's treasure chests I couldn't figure out how to get to, but I was like, I'm streaming it. I'm just going to keep moving on. And the loot goblin in me doesn't like it. So luckily, I made several different save files, so I got to go back. And so next stream is going to be me back into that dungeon again, trying to figure out how to get those treasure chests because I don't know what's in them and I need to know.
Did you say the loot goblin in you?
Yeah, the loot goblin in me. So Wild Arms is definitely on there. And then early Father's Day birthday presents, my son had bought me One Piece Odyssey, which wasn't even on my radar, but I played a bit of it, and it's definitely now on my radar to play because I thought most One Piece games were all about like just action or Dynasty Warrior things, where you're just beating up a bunch of guys in real time. But this one's not. This one is a JRPG. It's turn-based combat. And I didn't know that. So I played through it and I'm like, wait, this doesn't feel like a One Piece game. I can't punch things. Why is it being weird contextual things? I don't understand. And then I got into combat and I was like, oh, I understand now.
Right.
All right. And I'm a huge One Piece fan. So having a JRPG that's One Piece, whether it's good or bad, I don't know yet, but I'm playing through it. It's going to happen. I don't have a choice.
This is like a where have you been all my life kind of thing for you.
One of those things. And it might be a game I could maybe talk my wife into playing also because she is recently converted into a One Piece fan because my love of One Piece has kind of seeped into her and now she also loves One Piece. So. Did
the live action get her? The series?
The live action got her, yep.
They knew what they were doing.
It's ruined other shows for her now. She's tried to watch other shows and she's like, this isn't One Piece. And she turns it off after like 10 or 15 minutes into the show. I'm like, oh man.
She's like, why does this lawyer not have stretchy arms in the show?
Yep, the story got her. And then I started another playthrough of the Octopath Traveler 1 because I need to refresh my memory on that one. So I got to get through the grind for Octopath again. But I think it's worth it. It's a good game. It's a good story. Classic JRPG 2.5, and I started it because I anticipated, the Final Fantasy 2.5 game. So that's why I started that one.
Nice, yeah.
Super excited about it.
The Octopath games are just one of those games that, like, in a perfect world, I would probably play them, but the world that I live in still has like 25 Final Fantasies to get through before I probably play those. So, because you can only play one. Well, at least I can only play one long JRPG story at a time. I mean, I can play lots of adventures and action games and demos and stuff, but as far as like one that I know I'm gonna like sink into and play from beginning to end, I can only do one really at a time. So it's like Persona. It's like I'd love to, I just don't know like where that fits in anytime soon. But they look amazing.
And you have Final Fantasy VI still to dive into soon, so definitely, enjoy this 5 proxy through me until you get done with 6 at least.
Okay, I'll share your excitement.
Yeah, and then the staple is the one that I'm playing almost every day for hundreds of hours a day, which is Mina the Hollower. And it's sad, I accidentally got spoiled on Mina the Hollower. I'm not going to spoil what I got spoiled here because I don't want to spoil other people. But I was on YouTube and I was kind of scrolling through, and somebody's title of a YouTube video for this game spoiled it for me. I was like, "What? I didn't." Oh man, dang it! But it's still a great game. My son has also now gotten into it, so my time playing it has been kind of cut in half because now we kind of fight over who's playing and who's not playing it.
Who gets the PlayStation? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, it's such a great game. Like, I'm having so much fun. There's different builds, different sets, like all sorts of new, like, I guess tools. I guess are called sidearms that you can change up your style of how you play the game. It is wonderful. I can't stop playing this game. And it's top-down Zelda, but infused with like Souls. So it's like one of the difficulty spikes like Souls, where if you die, you drop a spark, and if you don't get that spark back before you die again, then you lose all of your like money and stuff.
Right. I forgot. Did you say it has that old school knockback or no?
Yep, it's got knockback, which is the bane of my existence with these old school games. Like you'll try to attack something, charging up your attack to hit it, and then an enemy will knock you back out of your attack, and then you fall into a pit. So it's like double damage.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, I'm not a huge knockback fan.
And then of course Final Fantasy XIV. So
yeah,
that's going to be forever on my list. Every time we talk about this, 14 will be on there. I've been supporting Hazo, a good friend of ours, unlocking every dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV. Mm-hmm. That's been fun. Like, there's dungeons that I haven't played in years just because they don't come up a lot, because they're like either side dungeons or side things. So being able to see some of those dungeons, be like, oh yeah, how does this boss work again? And then dying a few times because we haven't done it. And then, learning how to do it. And luckily we get some people that are pretty patient. They're like, no, it's okay. We'll keep going. I think we did one that we hadn't done in a while with you the other night. And the final boss, we ended up dying too because we couldn't remember how it worked. And I was like, I'm just going to move the boss over here and see if that makes any difference. And that made a world of difference, partly because we've seen some of the mechanics, but partly because of the placement of where things go.
Oh, that was that later Crystal Tower one, huh? Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. The Twinning, I think it was called.
Yeah, the Twinning, yep. And that was I had just unlocked it too, so that was fun.
Oh, yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, so we're going through unlocking a bunch of dungeons for people. Totally worth it. Totally fun to do. Yeah, such a great game. I can't. We have a special podcast now, a brand new podcast all about Final Fantasy. So I can talk about Final Fantasy for hours. So I'm gonna. I'll stop talking about it so we can talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah. It's a good time to mention it. Yeah, we do have a new Final Fantasy XIV podcast called Chewing the Fat Cat. And I think Haas is maybe going to join us on our next one too, so that'll be fun to get it. Our idea is that we're not doing this live. That way, if anybody wants to, sit in and do an episode with us, make it happen, just because we can work around people's schedules rather than like, this is the time you have to be here. So that was kind of the idea there, because we're going to get some more voices in on the 14 podcast.
Yeah, and we want to get other community members on there too. And Hazo was kind of just more of the test. Yeah, I mean, he's great to talk to and fun to talk smack with. But now that we got it working and Hazo was willing to be our guinea pig with it, I'd love to open it up to more community people, like Pinky Fluff calling you out now. If you want to
in the chat
on a Final Fantasy podcast, we'd love to have you on.
Yep, absolutely.
But that goes out to everybody. That goes out to everybody in our community. We want to talk with you about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I guess we'll segue into what I did I guess I'll just mention what I did in Final Fantasy XIV real quick. We'll stop you talking about 14 so I can talk about 14.
Oh, perfect.
Even though we're both talking about it anyways. I didn't really do much other than the stuff with you guys, but I did do something. I'll make this really quick. I'll go more in depth on our other podcast. But there's the backpack event with the little otters, the Make It Rain event. And, I always feel like games sell people on these concepts of like, oh, hey, look at what's in the game. Now's a great time to jump in. We have a Monster Hunter crossover. Well, guess what? You're going to have to play 500 hours before you can do it. But this one said level 15, so I wanted to see what it actually took. So I made a fresh character. I didn't do any like extra side stuff. I just leveled up to see what it would take to get that backpack. And you can't, even though it says it's a level 15 quest with the XP, the way it works now, I ended up level 22 before I could accept the quest. And it took about 6 hours. So if anyone's like, oh my god, they added a cute backpacks in Final Fantasy, I want to jump in there and do that, it's going to take you about 6 hours.
And to be a little bit critical, 6 hours could just be a full game. Right? You pop in an NES game and spend 6 hours in a brand new game. So that's a big commitment for a new player to try to get. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I had chicken pox, and so I talked my parents into buying me a new Nintendo game to get me through the week or whatever, and they bought me DuckTales, and my mom was so pissed when I beat it in like 4 hours. Oh no!
It's like, what are you gonna do now? And I'm gonna keep playing it.
Yeah,
but yeah. Let's see. What else did I play this week? I don't have a huge list. I kind of tried to keep with the theme of the whole Summer Games Fest and all this stuff, and I played a few demos. Let's dive into this one. I played the Onimusha demo.
Oh.
I'd never played any of the Onimusha. I played all the way through the demo. It basically gives you the starter area and then whatever the boss of that zone is. And it's interesting. I mean, if people have played the games, maybe they already know this. There's no jump button, which I love. I mean, I'm one of those people when I'm just sitting, or if I have to run in a straight line, I have to jump. So I didn't like the fact there's no jump, but I don't know if that's a big deal. You can easily forgive that, probably. But the combat is fun. It's very visceral. You're attacking people here, you're turning around attacking people here. It's got commands so that you can, target people while you're fighting. It's just really fun combat. I don't know how complicated it's going to get. It's not a Souls-like, even though there is parrying and stuff. It's just classic action combat. It does that thing where it slows down so it feels like you're getting hit. Lots of variations. Sometimes you slice a guy's head off. Sometimes you slice somebody at the waist and they slide apart. I turned around and split somebody down the middle and they fell apart like that. It was pretty cool. It's got this whole vibe where you're K1 pointed out that the lick counter just went up.
Yep.
Nice.
Just saw that lick counter. Love it.
We're actually gonna have to get a lick counter. But it has this thing where you're there's stuff that's happened before, or people are dead or something, when you use this power to see the dead world, and that'll give you clues to unlock stuff. Like you might see a dead snake that's spiraling off in the forest, so you follow where that is and kill a spider, and that opens a door. And then I had it on just the medium setting. The combat, it felt pretty easy. I'm like, this game's pretty easy. I'm surprised. This is because I suck at these type of games. And then I got to the boss, and the boss absolutely just destroyed me. And it took me quite a few times to get through the boss, but I stuck it out, finished it. I did it. The second I killed the boss, it said, "Thank you for playing the demo," and then I uninstalled it, and I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. I might pick it up if it's on sale. If it's $69.99, it's gonna be a no for me. Just because it's not necessarily my type of game, but I want to take one for the team. It was a free demo, and
yeah,
but
definitely worth playing through.
I feel like if you like the older games, you're probably gonna like this because it looks good. It's the Resident Evil engine. Yeah. Buttery smooth, cartoony. It looks amazing. The frame rate was great. So there is that.
For the ceiling for Capcom is right now. I don't know if they have a ceiling at the moment because they just keep doing amazing things.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on forever about what Capcom's doing, but let's see, what else did I play? I fired up this bad boy I downloaded it on the Switch, the Adventures of Elliot.
Yep.
Because they have a free demo. And this game, I mean, this is the type of game I like when it comes to this. It's like, it looks like Octopath Traveler, so you're thinking, oh, another JRPG, but it's an action game. I think it's probably closer I haven't played a lot, but it reminds me of like maybe the Mana games, where, you actually have a sword and you're fighting in real time, and there's like knockback and that sort of stuff. So, but it's got a lot of story, I think. I mean, I just played a little bit of it. I went in through the first town. They told me to go on an adventure. I headed out. I went into a cave, killed some guys, came back in, and I was like, oh man, this is what I like. And all I could help, I know this is a take that a lot of people are going to disagree with so hard, is I wish all the games that were JRPGs had this type of gameplay, because I just like action combat better than I like turn-based. So, and I know that's like not a popular opinion, and it kind of changes the core of what some of those games are, but like, I'm thinking when I was playing like Final Fantasy I, if it played, more like this, I probably would like it even more. But I don't know. But I thought it was fun. I don't know if you've messed around with this one yet or not, or plan to, but it was very cool.
Definitely plan to. Yeah, it's on my. I own it. I want to play through it. I just haven't had the time to yet. Definitely. It's JRPG. Like, and I love the Mana series too, right? And I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. But I want to play a co-op Mana series game with you. I want Second Densetsu. 3, I think now, off the top of my head. Anyway, one of them I want to play co-op with you on stream one of these days, if we can figure out how to do that.
That would be fun. Like, we're always looking for the ultimate kind of game like that to play.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm pretty excited to actually play this. I played it on the Switch, and I gave it the true test. I took it with me. I loaded it into my car. I drove out, and I just sat in a parking lot, and I played about an hour of it on the go to give it also the Switch experience. Was that necessary? Probably not, but I just felt like getting out of the house for a little bit. I'm always saying that, like, sometimes you're like, hey, you want to play some dungeons? I'm like, I just need to get out and go do something. And then I end up going and sitting inside of a movie theater, or in this case, sitting in my car still playing a video game. But I got out of the house. So,
yeah. You got to get that vitamin D. You have to get, being little basement dwellers that we are, you have to get the sunshine sometimes.
Yeah, although I live in California, we don't do basements in California.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just not a thing. But let's see. Let's move on. I already mentioned that I played the Street Fighter demo, so I won't spend more than 30 seconds on this. It's really hard. I mean, that's all there is to it. I play fighter games, and every fighter game is, it's muscle memory. So it's not, to me, a demo like this, I came out of it think exactly the way I thought I would. I'm like, wow, that's really cool looking. Oh man, it looks amazing. It's Capcom. But, it's muscle memory. And the only way you can really play these games is to put hours in and get used to the controls. So that's it. I think I only played maybe like 45 minutes. I made through the tutorial, which took about a half hour, because I went really slow through it to make sure that I took it all in. It's a really, really extensive tutorial and like a dojo to teach you. And then I went out and just... What's that?
What character?
Oh god, I don't even remember who it was. Was it Ryu? Oh god, I don't even remember now. I don't know why I don't remember that. I just did it. And then I went out and
Ryu or Ken or Akuma.
It was one of those guys, yeah. Right. God, I don't know why I don't remember. But yeah, then I just went out and played a few matches. I I like got my butt kicked. I thought I was like, oh, I'll be okay on the first few matches. I got my butt kicked like 5 times in a row. Finally won a match, and then I'm like, okay, I see what it is. So that's really all it was, is just to kind of see how it felt. So I don't even know. I wouldn't even count it as playing it as much as literally just checking it out. And then let's see, last.
Games were fun to play.
I picked up a game called Gravity Circuit. This game. So I have this filter saved on my phone, which filters everything in Steam that was a full price game that is now free, or currently free. And you would think that that would just be hundreds and hundreds of games, but sometimes there's no games in there, or sometimes it's just some like AI slop or whatever, and so I won't play it. But every once in a while, you'll find something good, and that's how I found this. And then when I went to the Steam store, I realized like, oh man, okay, this game is actually a big deal that it's free, because it's really popular. It's on all platforms, and the reason it's free is because Part 2 is coming out, and so they're making the first one free to promote Part 2. And I played quite a few hours on this one. What it is it's essentially Mega Man. Mega Man Plus. Like, it's like subscribing to the Mega Man Plus subscription. You get like all of the classic stuff you would think, and they even do the thing I love in Mega Man, which is where they show you the screen and the cursor, you get to go around and select the boss you want. And then, you know, that boss has stuff you get. But where it is different than Mega Man is there's a lot more story. So to even get to the boss screen, you have to play through the first level and beat the first boss. And the boss fight I thought was really good because it does that thing where it tells me it's good game design. The first time I fought the boss, it's this giant tank thing that has like a claw that comes out at you. Oh. First time I played the boss, instant death. Second time, I made it a little bit farther, got the health down to like maybe like 80%, and I died. And I'm like, oh my god, this is like I'm not going to be able to do this. And I played it through a few more times, and maybe by the 10th or 11th time, when I finally beat the boss, I didn't even get hit once. And to me, that says that it's great game design, because that means that there's stuff you learn while you're fighting, as opposed to like, okay, well, I can kind of see what it's doing. If I dodge and mash enough buttons, I'll maybe get through it. But like the first, like I said, you learn it, and I didn't get hit. So, and then you upgrade. You can see it right here. Instead of just getting like one power from the boss, there's actually like, this is where I think you'll really like this game, is there's a full upgrade system where you get like you can select like passive abilities, different like grappling hook versus charge beams, and so you start building out your character, and then you can like switch it on the fly, some of the different powers. So
it kind of sounds like it's what Mighty 9 should have been.
Oh yeah,
you know, just a better Mega Man.
Yeah, and this is a lot of games when they do like a better version of something, they miss some of the original stuff, where this just still nails all of the original stuff, even some brutal knockback. Not always, but like the ice level, they like hit you, you're knocked back a little bit, and then he hits you with like his ice thing, and if you're knocked off the platform, you turn to like a brick of ice and you just instantly go down. And it's just...
To go on a little bit of a tangent, I dislike knockback so much that Castlevania Symphony of the Night, if you get your stats to a certain point, you don't have knockback anymore. And I grinded for hours to get my stats so high I didn't get knockback, just so I could play the game without knockback.
Oh, man, so you're like instead of like getting your favorite weapon or your health up, you're like, I'm not moving on until I have no knockback.
Yep, I don't want knockback anymore. And like, you can circumvent knockback by being a good gamer and not getting hit, but you know.
That's not me, so. But yeah, I don't know if this is still free or not. In fact, here. It is? Okay.
Morning. Yep.
So as of, this is Tuesday morning, the 9th of June. I'm telling you, even if you think you might kind of like this, grab it. It's free. I mean, I think it's not like a $70 game. I think it's only like $19.99 normally, but this is worth it. I know you make fun of me. You've even posted memes about me like grabbing free games and playing them, even though they're like total garbage. But this isn't one of those. This is totally worth it. Don't sleep on this one.
Yeah. It looks like a lot of fun. Next podcast, it just might be me talking about how I played through the game.
Oh yeah, I think you said you picked it up on the PlayStation, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. So yeah, hopefully you'll play through it. I think that's it. Let me look at my list. Let's see what he played. Final Fantasy, Gravity Circuit, Onimusha. Yeah, that
Perfect.
is it for me. Other than, of course, I played Mario Kart and Smash Bros. And Mario Party and a bunch of Drawful and a bunch of multi. But I don't ever mention those. So
Yeah.
so
Those are games that you tend to play with your family, right?
yeah. The Drawful gets pretty fierce.
Ooh.
I need to figure out how to do that. That would be a fun one to do streaming, to get some people in and just play some Drawful together. I love that game so much.
Yeah. Oh, we could probably even like set up Jackbox and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I don't know if you played it, but the latest Jackbox has this. It's like an RPG, like a 2D one. It's like a quiz RPG, and like to fight the bosses and stuff, he's throwing like trivia questions at you, and you have to like answer the trivia questions to like do your attack and stuff.
Oh no.
Super
I'd never
cool.
level up. I'd never level up.
But and the questions will be kind of like contextual. Like if you're fighting a wizard, the question might be like something about like Lord of the Rings or something like that.
Oh, then I might level up. Okay. If it's more nerdy stuff, I could do okay. But like if you get pop culture things, it's just going over my head. I don't understand any of it.
Well, it has that too and stuff. But there's like power-ups you can get to like bypass questions they're throwing out. It's really cool. Super fun. And you don't have to know how to really play it. It's one of the like Jackbox games are all really great about like just letting anybody just jump in and go for it. So
yeah, and the great thing about Jackbox, if you have internet connection, you don't even need the game. As long as the host has the game, they just give you the room code. You join on whatever device you want via their web browser, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, and I would love to figure out a way to do like once a month like a community Jackbox day or something. But I got to figure out how, because Twitch has that 8-second delay, and that's a killer. So you got to figure out how to get everybody in on the live stream. So
yeah,
might involve like whoever wants to play jumping in Zoom or something like that. But oh my god, that'd be so fun. Right, and I guess that's it. So somehow we got talking about Jackbox, even though it wasn't on the list, but that's all right. What do you say we take a quick break, and then come back and do a little bit of Name That Tune and some This Week in the 90s?
That works. I gotta refill my coffee. It's almost gone.
Yeah, I gotta refill my coffee and go make sure I didn't hurt poor Robin's feelings. He's probably heartbroken since I kicked him out.
Oh.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I think Ashen's back. So, for anybody out there that doesn't know, we haven't come up with an official way, because when I go to the chat screen, it just cuts off our conversation. So we don't have mics. Like, it's probably a really easy fix. I should probably do that, but I'm always like, okay, let's see. Hopefully, I'm afraid I'm gonna hit the return button and I'm just gonna come back to like an empty chair and some Gundams or something.
I mean, nobody would be upset with that.
No. Nothing wrong with some Gundams. Oh my god, how did we forget that? The Gundam game also looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Actually, it might be one of the best Gundam games to date yet. We'll see. It looks out. When it first showed that trailer, I was like, what the heck is this? And then when it got farther in, I was like, is this a Gundam game? And then when the title scrolled, I was like, holy cow, that's a Gundam game. So
I was the exact same way. You pretty much described my reaction. But maybe that one will do a demo, because I would play the crap out of that for like an hour. All right. Speaking of playing the crap out of something for an hour, I'll let you pick. Do you want to do This Week in the 90s, or do you want to do some Name That Tune first?
Oh, let's get Name the Tune out of the way, because my brain isn't working yet.
All right. Wait, you think you'd want it to work for that? But you know what? Maybe you're hardwired for OST, so let's see. All right. So first up, the way we play this game is I play a video game song, and then Ashen tries to guess what it is from a list of 4 multiple choices. And I always start out easy. I'll pick the first one will be level 1, where everything is from the same system. This week we're going the OG. We're going good old NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And then the second one, we'll usually do like a band doing a cover or something, and it can be from anything. So, are you ready for song number 1?
I'm ready, but they're always hard. There's no easy mode to this.
All right, here you go. Oh, I love this song so much. Does it end?
Never end.
I think I got a little too into it, and like, because I tried to do 15 seconds, but I'm like, I think I was rocking out when I was like capturing it.
Well, and chiptune chiptunes are so iconic. You can't stop playing them.
I love chiptunes. I still need to get like a chiptune like Smells Like Teen Spirit for our 90s segment, but remind me this week. All right. Okay. So this is NES. Here's your 4 choices. Is it Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? Is it Mega Man 2? Is it A Boy and His Blob? Or is it Blaster Master?
Oh, man.
Those are your choices. All bangers, by the way.
Good choices. All bangers, man. So I used to be hardcore into Blaster Master. I think I still am. I could still play that game. Like some of the remakes I've even gone through and played.
It literally plays behind us while we talk.
Oh, yeah. Blaster Master is amazing. But I'm pretty sure this isn't from Blaster Master. A Boy and His Blob is one of those games where it's all about experimentation. And it's glitchy, too. Like, it's weird. Like, sometimes you do a thing and it doesn't work the same way that you wanted to. But I don't remember much of the music about it. So I don't think it's that one either. And then there was one more. What was the next one?
You've got Mega Man 2 and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Okay,
so it's definitely not Mega Man 2.
Sounds like you have a final answer?
Well, I think I knew this one the very first tune came out. And it's partly because my brother and I used to play this game all the time. We'd call in sick so we could stay home to play this game. And we've actually, as a kid, we actually beat this game. And none of our friends believed us. They're like, you couldn't have beaten this game. There's no way. I'm like, no, you can beat it. It's possible. And that's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Such an iconic game. I love it.
You are correct. I added a new correct sound, by the way.
I heard.
So
Final Fantasy theme. You're like, I want him to get more of them right so we can hear Final Fantasy.
That's right. Oh, what are you gonna get if you get something wrong? But I'm in the exact same boat as you. I loved Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. This is the one that introduced me to the little brother controller concept. Although it was my little cousin, give him the controller so he'd think he was playing, so I could play. I got in a Reddit conversation with somebody, which I try not to do. Because it's usually just kind of like trolls. Somebody was mentioning like Mike Tyson's game being like one of the hardest games ever, and I'm like, really? I beat that game as a kid. I don't remember it being that hard. And they're like, no, you didn't. No one can beat that. And of course, at that point, I'm like, I didn't engage, right? Because at that point, it could just be like a bot wanting to argue, because that's what Reddit is, right? But no, I looked it up, and apparently this game is really hard to beat. This was one of the first Nintendo games I got, and I absolutely beat it. I didn't even remember Mike Tyson being that hard. You just have to know the cues. So much so that, remember when Palm Pilots were kind of popular, like before cell phones, and like they were starting to get emulation on it? I beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on a Palm Pilot with the stylus. I still had the game memorized. I just didn't... People are going to try to call me out, and I probably couldn't do it now because I don't have the memory, and it's been a long time, but like, I don't remember Mike Tyson's Punch-Out being that hard. Am I just a freak?
I mean, it's just practice, right? Playing it a lot. But the original Mike Tyson's Punch-Out has this is a hot tip for everybody who wants to play this game. So you have slow punches and you have fast punches, and there's a way to guarantee you get fast punches with the game. So I think it's like you punch right after you dodge, almost the frame after, you get a much faster punch. And if you can master that, the game just becomes so much easier.
Yeah. And of course, there's stuff, like, you got to remember when like King Hippo's pants fall off, and the visual cues you got to experiment around and learn. But yeah, you're absolutely right about the fast punches. And I'd love to prove somebody wrong, but I probably would suck at it now. But yeah, I only had this, Mario Bros, and a skiing game called Slalom for like the first 2 years. So of course, I spent so much time on it.
Take a wild guess what my first Nintendo game was. It'll blow your mind.
Kung Fu.
California games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got forged on Nintendo with California games. Man, I hate that game. But like, it was the only game I had for months. So
yeah,
that's what you played. That's what you practiced. Like, you had hacky sack and a weird surfing thing. It was a rough game. I don't think I ever beat it.
No, there's some up there in my collection. I still have in the box there. I've got my TNC Surf Design, which is like skating and surfing. That was like probably the only sports game I had, but I played the crap out of that. That had a banger soundtrack, the TNC Surf Design. All right, should we move on to song number 2?
Let's get to it.
Okay. All right. So this week, this is going to be a ska version of a song. And this is by a channel called the Ska Tune Network. I love it. I don't know if you remember the ska era. Everything had a ska in the name, like the Scontraceptives or something like that. So this is Ska Tune Network. This is a dude.
I don't even think I know what ska is. So this will be interesting.
Oh, okay. So it's like that era of punk rock. It's like a little bit of. It's like fast reggae. You probably know what it is. Maybe you just didn't know the term. It's rock with horns. So, and this guy plays all the stuff himself, all the instruments, even the horns. Pretty awesome. So definitely want to give props to the channel, the Ska Tune Network. But here it is. Let's see. And this could be from any system, but we'll still give you multiple choice. Right. Should be quieting down.
I like the jazziness to it. I don't know if I picked up ska, but again, I don't really know what ska is. Like in my mind, I was thinking ska was like, oh, now I'm forgetting the name of the band. Yep, I don't know.
Like popular bands would be like, like No Doubt had some ska and stuff back in the. You are the prime age for the ska era, so you only know ska because you.
I know No Doubt. So
yeah. All right. So here we go. These are your options. Whether or not you are a ska master does not matter. It just matters if you know the melody. So here's your options. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Earthbound 2, Earthworm Jim 2, or Mega Man 2.
So, man, not Earthbound 2.
Does Earthbound have a 2? Or maybe it's only Japanese.
Yeah, so Earthbound we got over here is Earthbound 2. If you're saying Earthbound 2 is more than likely Mother 3.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's not what this is. Man, I gotta play that through that game again. Then you have, what was the first one again?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Earthworm Jim 2, Mega Man 2.
So I was thinking it was Sonic, but I'm pretty sure it's not Sonic. And then Earthworm Jim, man, those games were my jam. At the time those came out, the humor for them was phenomenal. Like, you can launch a cow. It'll be like cow launched. And you're like, wait, what did that do? What does that mean? And it means nothing. It just means you launched a cow.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of dry humor is amazing. So, for this one, I have to go with the last pick. Number 4. I don't think I have a choice.
Final answer? No, you gotta give me your final answer.
That's my final answer, number 4, yeah.
What is number 4?
What was it again? I forget.
Are you going with Mega Man 2?
Yeah, Mega Man 2.
All right, Mega Man 2. Is it Mega Man 2?
It wasn't Sonic.
I was calling you out there. I had to make sure that you weren't just trying to guess your way through it there. I had a feeling that you might just recognize that melody as soon as it started. Anyways, it's such a classic, and fun fact, it's the only Mega Man that I have beat all the way through.
Oh, Mega Man 2 you've beaten all the way through. I think the only Mega Man I've beaten all the way through is X. But that was partly because of Street Fighter Hadouken in there.
The what?
The Hadouken! Hadouken!
Did you see the Capcom sale trailer where on the game's Summerfest? It was like a commercial with the little action figures on someone's shelf.
Oh, I did see that. The knockoff, the Temu knockoff action figures. That was hilarious.
And no, they were real ones. Because it was an actual Capcom ad, and he goes to do the Hadouken, and it's just a little ball on the little pedestal, and it just kind of falls over. It was like kind of Toy Story. Oh my god, I laughed so hard. That was such a good commercial.
Yeah, they were making fun of the knockoffs, right? The knockoff Street Fighter ones. Oh man, it was so good.
Oh yeah, I should have got that commercial queued up just so we could watch it. And it was just an ad for Capcom's sale going on Steam right now.
That was amazing.
Is all it was. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think
for those. All right, what do you got for our little segment we like to call This Week in the 90s? What do you got, and what day did it happen?
So, I had to scramble with these ones. I had to do them real quick this morning. So I tried to fact check to make sure they're right, but they could be a little bit off. But that's okay.
All the more fun.
It's been a busy week, right? So this game came out June 11th, 1993. This is a game that my brother and I used to play all the time just because of how innovative it was, I want to say. And it's not an RPG. It's a side-scrolling game that really like to kill you. Like, you would think that, hey, I can make this jump, no problem. You try to make the jump, and a tentacle comes up and eats you. You're like, oh, man. I think it used motion capture for a lot of the things.
I might be able to guess this one, but go ahead.
Let's see. Let's see if you can guess it.
Is it Out of This World?
No, but very close.
Okay.
It's in that Blackthorn Out of This World vibe. It's called Flashback.
I haven't played Flashback. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yep, it's those three games kind of came out around the same time. I think Blackthorn might have been Super Nintendo, and then Flashback is PlayStation. Out of the World PlayStation. But yeah, it's very. I think the word's rotoscoped, right? The kind of animation for it and stuff. Difficult, worth playing though. It is a good story. Like I think you were like, it's got laser guns in it. It's got aliens in it. Well,
I've never seen that. The only thing that I just remember Out of This World being that rotoscope kind of style, and you'd run and try to jump over. I probably died faster on that than I did on Super Zaxxon. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. But very cool.
A fact that I dug up for this game is that for many years it held the best-selling French-developed game in the Guinness World Book Records.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It probably didn't outsell French fries, though.
Oh, probably not. No.
No, I'm hungry.
Right. So, and then for our like non-game thing, it's a toy that I never owned.
Okay.
And I can see some family kids wanting this really badly, but I had a really good relationship with my son, with my brother's son, with my brother growing up. So we never really wanted to spar or hurt each other or make fun or troll or whatever. We were just good friends growing up, right? But I could see some families that have siblings that are like, maybe you got, a little brother or little sister that's just annoying you, and you're just like, I need to troll them. It's a little mechanical device that came out mid to late 90s. I couldn't get the correct date for this. But what it does is you can record your voice on it and then play it back. And later models would have distortions for it. So like you can like high pitch it or lower pitch it. So like if your little sibling's like, give me the controller, and you're like, no, give me the controller, no, give me the controller, you can just record no and then just keep hitting that button and not have to worry about it. And I think the commercial even had something similar to that in it, but this device is called a Yak Back.
Yak Back, yes, I've heard of the Yak Back.
Yeah.
Was that the thing that was in Home Alone, or was that a different one? I don't remember what that one was called, but
I don't remember.
Like in Home Alone 2 when he's playing the stuff back, like the keep the change. You feel. No, it was some toy. God, I don't remember, but yeah, I remember that name. It's like the if you were to take I Know You Are, but what am I, and turn it into a toy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much exactly what it is. And I guess they got real popular. They made like 5 or 6 different versions of it, like a Yak Back 2, a Yak Back Maniac, whatever it might be. So I never wanted it when I was a kid. I don't think I'd seen a need for it, but definitely something I could see a lot of kids wanting.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. All right. Well, I guess
ever own one?
That is it. Good ones. Now I'm gonna have to look up Flashback as soon as we end the stream, because I always feel funny when there's like a game that I don't know what it is. Like, especially that's like that's like my era. Those games are my jam, so I'll have to look that up and see what it is. But I think that's
probably
about
why we do this.
Yes.
Talk about old games from the past that we might want to check out again.
Yep. And sometimes we even talk about Final Fantasy XIV even. All right. I think we're about done. I think the lit counter only hit 2 today. So before we go, would you like to maybe mention what you got going on, where we can find you doing what you got going on?
The main thing is Wild Arms on Saturdays from 8 Pacific to 10 Pacific in the mornings. come laugh at me as I run into walls and fall into pits and try to get people married off that shouldn't be married off.
And
Ashen Sugar at twitch.com.
while you're serving up a Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity.
Yeah.
By the way, that is safe to look up. All right. And yeah, you can find me. Everything is at buddycat.gg. That will get you information on the other place you can find the podcast. I should be getting the Final Fantasy podcast up on there pretty soon. But you can also just find the stuff on Twitch and YouTube and all that sort of stuff. Streaming some version of Final Fantasy most weekday mornings. So that's where you can find me. And I think that's it. Unless there's anything else that you have, I think we're about ready to wrap up for the week. Am I right?
Oh, that's everything I got on the docket. I mean, we could talk way more. There's so much that happened this week, but we have limited time.
I feel like there's more Final Fantasy conversation to be had with that trailer and stuff in the new Switch game, but we'll probably maybe dive into that on the other show this week.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate spending time with you, and we will see you again next time we do this. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.